Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Detroit Pistons out at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Looking at the Pistons, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have
Ernie, I have
basketball
no idea.
IQ.
You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated, Ernie.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shot.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Harlan has a very high basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he does. He just doesn't like it.
I went to BYB, Bust Your Butt University.
On the floor for the visiting Sacramento Kings. At power forward, Quincy Ace. At shooting guard, Ben McLemore. At the other forward position, Rudy Gay. At the other guard position, Rajon Rondo. At center, DeMarcus Cousins. The head coach of the visiting team is George Karl. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 13, Marcus Morris. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 5, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 34, Tobias Harris. At the other guard position, at 6'3", number 1, Reggie Jackson. Numero 0, the center at 6'11" out of Utah. And big fire at the rim. This is Andre Drummond.
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The fans here in Detroit ready to cheer on their Pistons in this interconference matchup. So Detroit will get the first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. And it's Rondo in at the point. 13 feet away. That's good from Gay on the assist by Rondo. Gay's got the game going here with the first basket for the Kings. Morris a screen. Knocked away. And stolen by Cousins. The drive by Gay. And it's sent back by Drummond. Jackson passes to Morris from downtown, and the shot is good. Morris has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Rondo with the ball. He kicks to Cousins. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cousins has got his first bucket in this one. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Kings on top, leading by just one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And here are the Kings now. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Pistons, Anthony Tolliver out there with Johnson. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Meeks in at the 2 spot. Now here's Jackson. There's the dish to Tolliver. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pistons. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Collison against Jackson. 5 to shoot. Collison kicks to Curry. Outside, Bellinelli. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Here's Jackson. Off on the layup.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Kings lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
They're shooting way too much from the mid-range and the outside. The offense lacks dimension, and that could really hurt them in the second half, Ronnie. I like to see their bigs get down and dirty. They got to play way tougher.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. On the floor for Sacramento, McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. NCAC out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Now here's Jackson. They get it back. And it's Drummond with the jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Gay against Harris. 6 to shoot. Gay left side. There's McLemore. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. McLemore's got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Kings ahead, up by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. They've got Harris. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting free throws.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Curry's checked in for Rajon Rondo. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 1. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
The first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. Some information for us, Doris.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Drummond dishes to Morris. There's the 3. Connects! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancer.
1-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Collison, the pass to Cousins. Tries from the block. Offensive rebound. Both teams changing it up here. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Jackson. Drummond a screen. Off the pick.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Detroit Pistons dancers.
From deep. Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
I can't believe this. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
Well, I think I've seen it all now, guys. And nothing's going to top that, I don't think.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.